Hey YouTubers, it's Chris coming at you with another LEGO video. Today we're going to be talking about this little guy, or gal, the LEGO minifigure. Sometimes called minifigs for short, these were introduced back in the 1970s. And in that time they have added a level of fun, playability, and realism to LEGO sets that simply didn't exist before that. Now the minifigures have undergone some evolution in that time period, and we will discuss that in this video. But that's not my primary focus. My primary focus today is going to be to give you some techniques that you can use to make these minifigures more customizable, more posable, and generally just more adaptable to whatever kits or mocks you want to use them in. So I have a lot of techniques that I want to show you, as well as a little bit of history about the minifig. So why don't we dive right into it? Come with me and let's get started. The original LEGO minifigures were introduced in 1975, and as you can see, they had no movable arms and legs, no printed faces, and a very limited selection of hats and hair pieces. All the same, they were pretty cool for what they were, and they added a lot of dimension to the LEGO kits of the time. For example, the forklift and driver from 1976. Pretty cool, right? In any case, the minifigures we've come to know and love now are quite different from the ones back in the 70s. First of all, we've got movable arms and legs, all kinds of printed faces, fancy hair pieces, and even oxygen tanks and space helmets. The list of accessories goes on and on. We've even got hair pieces and hats combined. And of course, LEGO started introducing licensed kits, like for example Ghostbusters and Harry Potter. And who can argue with the slick factor of the LEGO Star Wars minifigures? Really, really cool. So, let's talk about our first technique. Since LEGO makes minifigure pieces in most of the solid colors, you can make a marble statue using a 2x2 brick, 2 jumper plates, and a white minifigure, legs, torso, and head. Put them together and you've got a very convincing looking marble statue. Next, we have a technique that might make some LEGO purists a little bit uncomfortable because it involves permanently modifying a LEGO piece, specifically the head. If you want to put a hat on a modern LEGO minifigure, you might find that minifigure has faces on both sides. This is nice because it gives you alternative looks, but it doesn't work well when you've got a hat showing a face on the back as well as on the front. So what you can do in this case is take a standard eraser, the kind you'd find on a number 2 pencil. And if you rub hard enough and long enough, you can literally erase the printed face from one side of the minifigure's head. Now, don't let anybody try to tell you this is a quick process. It takes about 10 minutes. But as you can see from this head that I'm holding in the picture, I did erase one face. And now if I put that head on this minifigure and put its hat back on, it's got a face on the proper side and it's blank on the back side. Looking good. Now let's talk about how to make a minifig appear to be poking its head out from behind a wall, or peering around a corner. You can replace the legs with a 1x2 Technic brick. And if you build your wall with a 1x2 brick with a pin, you can attach the Technic brick on the back side and pose the minifigure to make it look like it's peering around a corner or out from behind a wall. Pretty nice technique. Next, here's a really awesome technique for putting a LEGO minifigure to bed. If you want to make your minifig lie down in a LEGO bed, or even sleep next to a partner, how do you make them fit? Well, you pop their heads off. And once the heads are popped off, you're going to use a 1x2 brick modified with side studs, a pair of 1x1 round plates with holes, and these pins with studs. If you put the round plates on, and then pop the pins with studs in, you can put the LEGO minifigures' heads on, and then attach them to the bed and cover them up. No one will ever know, and it looks very, very realistic. Nice, right? Okay, so how do you make a LEGO minifigure kneel? Its legs are not designed for that, so take them off, and instead replace them with a pair of headlight bricks and a pair of these 1x1 semi-round bricks and a 1x2 plate. Pop the plate onto the headlight bricks, then pop the semicircular round bricks on, and now you've got very convincing looking legs that appear to be kneeling. Not bad, eh? Did you know you can disassemble the legs of a minifigure? That's right, they do come apart, although it requires a little effort, and that's why I had to speed up the video when I did it. But they do come off. So, if you want to modify a minifigure using these special 1x1 plates, you can put the legs in just about any position you want. You can make it look like the minifigure is karate kicking, or sitting in a lotus position, or squatting. Of course, it might fall down when you do so. Finally, what do you do if you want to make a minifigure look like it's convincingly sitting in a Lego chair? Well, you can attach it like that, but it doesn't really look very good. So instead, here's what I suggest. Once again, remove the legs, and instead, replace them with these pieces. A pair of these modified rounded bricks and a 1x2 plate. Just pop the plate on the top of the rounded bricks, and then attach the whole thing to the bottom of the minifigure's torso. Now when you attach it to the chair, it looks much more convincing, Nice.
Alright, LEGO fanatics, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you learned something and I hope you had fun doing it. As per usual, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you'll click like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our future videos. And once again, this is Chris from the Playwell AFOL channel saying, so long, and we will see you next time.